It's finally here. After 2 EPs, Betty Who has dropped her debut album, Take Me When You Go, a collection of dance pop 80s influenced love songs that puts Betty in the top hierarchy of the pop world. I've been bumping Betty for I don't even know how long at this point. I've been a huge supporter of her this past year because I firmly believe she's about to break out even more with this album. I've said time and time again how much of an incredible artist she is. She's this early Madonna style, and she's even drawn comparisons to Katy Perry. I mean, if you're being thrown around with Madonna and Katy Perry, you absolutely have to be doing something right. Take Me When You Go combines the best of her 2 EPs with 9 brand new songs. Yes, her ultimate hit, Somebody Loves You, is present, as well as fan favorites Heartbreak Dream and High Society. But it's the songs that we haven't heard yet that show us how much of a hopeless romantic at heart Betty is. Things kick off with Just Like Me, a funkified ode to about that weird kind of feeling when someone is not really your boyfriend, not really your girlfriend. It's like, why are we feeling this way? Why are we so confused? Oh wait, we're feeling the exact same way right now. We blaze through High Society and we get into the biggest foot stomper the album has to offer, Glory Days. What seems to be taken right out of Katy Perry's debut album, One of the Boys, shows Betty at her most youthful and irreverent. Betty typically has a nostalgic, youthful way with her songs, and her ability to have her songs tell a story is beyond anybody else that's dominating in pop right now. Glory Days takes what Betty does best and pushes it to the next level. An oldie but goodie pops up until we get into more new songs. Missing You, a tinkering electro ballad about, well, missing the one you love. Better is up next, and it more or less has the same feel. I mean, after all that dancing, we gotta take a little bit of a break. It's another straightforward ballad about how much better your life becomes once that one person enters it. In the middle of the album, we have what's perhaps my personal favorite song. I cannot say enough good things about All of You. Please listen to this song. It's one of those songs that just gives me the chills. It's pop music magic, and it only comes around once every so often. Betty hits this EDM lace song out of the park. It was the right decision to add it at the last moment. At least I think so. The Blondie Pretenders-inspired Runaways follows right after. You may have heard this one a few weeks ago. It came out as a promo single. It has this Bonnie and Clyde vibe to it. Was she trying to channel Jay-Z and Beyonce's '03 Bonnie and Clyde? We all know how much Betty Who loves Beyonce, so I wouldn't be shocked. Is it me, or does it have a little bit of a sexy vibe to it? I can't be the only one that's hearing that. We take another short breather with A Night to Remember, a story about one night of fun with a stranger that you meet. It's incredibly vivid, and lyrically, it's one of the best on the album. Dreaming About You captures that feeling you get when you're crushing on someone and you know you can't have them. Most of us have had that feeling and those thoughts and memories that accompany that person. The album ends on a similar note as her Heartbreak Dream EP, with an ethereal ballad titled California Rain. Betty is primarily a dance pop artist, but at her core, she's a singer and songwriter. Both of those talents take front and center on this left-of-center pop ballad. I really could go on and on forever about how great this album is and how great of an artist Betty Who is. For the sake of both of us, I'll let you experience it for yourself. The best kind of artists are the ones that make you feel something, and for me, Betty just does that. Whatever you do today, make sure you buy the album, stream it on our site, whatever. Just do it. If you're a lover of pop music, you'll definitely fall in love with her. Betty kicks off the High Society tour this week, and she's a stop in Toronto next Monday. I, for one, cannot contain my excitement for the show.